It's a competition in my city, who gon' be first to get me? I'm a walking shooter, nigga. Should've been on Call of Duty. I can go and step out by myself, ain't gotta call for shooters.
There would be no stone left unturned until we found out who took him.
Mega Man from Chicagoland. First off, just want to say R.I.P. to Jaydayoungan and my condolences to his entire family. I saw an interview with his grandfather on the news, and I wanted to compare the words of his grandfather to the lyrics in his music.
L.C. Jefferson says he's devastated at the news that his grandson, 24-year-old Javorius Scott, also known as Jaydayoungan, was murdered Wednesday night in his hometown of Bogalusa.
Just put a magnum on the bottom of my Glock, so if we walk down, we ain't gon' rob him, he get shot. He banged 23K, so if we spot him, he get dropped. Causing hell like fuck 12, they want me riding in the box.
This is only what I hear. Someone came up from behind the house, you know, and with a ski mask on, and gunned them down in broad open daylight on a public road, a road that's a busy road. So people have gotten so bold of doing things today because they know or they feel like they won't be caught.
Or maybe they just don't care if they get caught or not. You know, maybe the prospect of jail is favorable to some, or maybe it's just not enough of a deterrent to others. But at the same time, might your grandson fall into that category of people that are so bold, so brazen to commit these types of acts in broad daylight? If you notice the lyrics in the first video that I played, he referred to himself as a walking shooter. He said that he should have been on Call of Duty. Real life Call of Duty is what I'm imagining. I'm imagining his lyrics, he wasn't just talking about a video game. So if we're to presume that he was indeed living his lyrics, then that would mean that he falls into the same category of the types of characters that took his life.
To his grandfather, he was just a kid trying to make it in music.
I remember when he first started his music. I remember him sitting out here 2-3 o'clock in the morning, him and his cousin writing music. It's sad that at his young age, just when he was really getting things right the way that they should be, that he had to be taken away.
I can't lie, we been them niggas. Might just take your bitch and hit her. Coin toss, we gon' flip her. 40 bands is for my dinner. Say they get money, that shit penalized. Get close, ain't no running. Boom, boom, they can't identify. We the op, squeeze the Glock, face shot, eat his top.
Family members say they hope the community will pull through for them and help to solve the case. In the meantime, Jefferson says he finds solace in the legacy his grandson leaves behind.
But what legacy is that? I mean, a legacy of glorifying murder, a legacy of claiming to be a murderer, a legacy of materialism, a legacy of debauchery. What legacy does his music leave behind?
Looking at him and looking at the way he made his music and looking at where he come from, you know, it gives other people hope. And his music gave them hope.
Got a Glock on the beam, but up this bitch and bush. Gon' be like the last man. For the love about, we clapped them on the scene and pushed his back in. You know that's your ass, boy. He talk too much, he asked for it. Smash off in that blue vet, they like who that in that NASCAR.
Notice that he didn't denounce the message in his grandson's music. Or maybe he did in the interview and the interviewer or the news station decided to edit those comments out. Who knows? But to me, it seems like he holds his grandson's music in pretty high regard, which is odd to me because I haven't heard much uplifting messages in his music. So, I mean, maybe that's just me. A lot of y'all probably call me a hater, but who knows? Bottom line is this: you rappers got to stop dancing with this death culture. You guys are inviting the spirit of death to your doorstep, and we're seeing these very results. Not too long before this, or maybe around the same time, it was a rapper in Florida. A Florida rapper, Raleigh Bands, was gunned down outside his Tampa apartment complex Friday minutes after he dared his critics to confront him at his house in an Instagram post. See, I mean, it's stuff like this. People inviting the spirit of death to them, or, you know, people glorifying that same spirit, which is another way to invite it to you, which is what we saw in Jaydayoungan's music. So, no disrespect intended to anybody, no disrespect intended to his family or his friends, but as usual, we got to use things like this as a teachable moment to try to encourage people just to do better and to deviate from this death culture, this murder music, this trap, drill, nonsense, because it's really doing our communities no good. So, y'all let me know what y'all think. Peace and love. Quad Mega Man from Chicagoland, signing out.